Hi everyone, we're going to be talking about this Honda Civic 1992. It was stolen and stripped, and so I just wanted to give you guys a view of what it looks like right now. Pretty torn apart. There's no headlights, no bumper on front. That was all stolen. I'm going to go around to the back. The inside here, we'll go in there in a minute. This is all like cracked. I guess it's kind of hard to see, but it's all cracked up there. You can see it from the inside. Back bumpers is stolen, and there's no exhaust, and I don't know if that's just the way it was to make it louder and more obnoxious, or if that was stolen too. But yeah, this car right here, it's kind of cool. So now we are going to go inside. So inside, this whole like door system is like a little jacked up. You can kind of see. And the windows do go up and down. There is no tachometer, no radio. This wasn't even here. It was like that when I walked in here. That weirdly was there. All trashed out. They stole the speakers. Yeah. And then, yeah, here you can see the broken glass. I think it just because it was sitting so long. This car had been sitting out in the woods for about 3 years. Yeah. There we go. And this is all like jacked up under there. It took me forever to try to find the key to this thing. Eventually I did find it. But when I found it, it didn't start. So then I had to figure out why it didn't start. So yeah, let's go look at the engine. So here is the engine compartment. There was not a lot of gas in the car when I first tried to start it, so I had to add gas to it. Had to add oil to it as well, because it was just like sludge. I haven't drained the oil at this point yet. But I had to, add some in there so I could even try and attempt to turn the key from where it was at, because it wasn't very accessible to work on. And the battery that was in there was dead as a doornail, so I ended up getting a new one. That's the first thing I did, was get a new battery, put it in, try to start the car, and that's when the engine told me, like, hey, we don't have any oil, and there's no gas. After, of course, I bought a tachometer, so I bought the tachometer first, actually, and then the battery, after finding the key. So, and I'm pretty sure there's something missing right here. I'm not totally sure it goes right there right now. I'm probably going to find out. I'm pretty sure this has water in it. Right now, I think my dad put some water in here, yeah, that was empty too, was the cooling system when I pulled it from where I pulled it from, which I'm going to go show you in a second here. So just kind of giving you guys an idea of where I'm starting from. There was a whole bunch of mice living up here, so I pulled this top piece out because that was all filled with mice, and you could see them running about and had their stuffing in it, and now I didn't never put it back on, and so there's some more leaves and stuff in there, so I need to go clean all that out and probably figure out some way to clean out the internal, like, air conditioning system, so we don't all get Honda virus and die and awesome stuff like that. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I am going to go show you where this car sat for about 3 years before I ever tried to start it. So the Honda Civic sat in this pile of dirt where there is no grass right now for about 3 years, and it just had tarps over it had to keep it out of the snow and the sun because we are in Colorado, so it snows quite often here. And there were just boards put around the tarp to keep the tarp down. And you can kind of see where there was indents of the wheels because it just sat here for so long that it soaked in to the dirt. I don't know if you can see that. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. Where that pine cone is sitting is where one of the wheels were for a while. And so it sat right here. And I had to figure out how the heck I was going to move this thing. Because of the weird spot it was in, because it was sitting, if you look from here, it was sitting like almost directly behind that trailer, and I've never driven a manual before. So it was a matter of trying to figure out how to drive a manual while in reverse and not hitting the trailer. After, of course, getting it to start, which was a little bit of an interesting adventure. But eventually I did do it, and I didn't even know if there was air in the tires because I just put oil in the engine, gas in the gas tank, a new battery in it, and eventually found the key and started it. And then I drove it around this little circle and parked it where it's sitting now. And so from there is where we're going to work on it. And then in a minute here, I'm going to show you how to put the tachometer back in it. Yeah, so let's go do that. Let's go put the tachometer back in the car.